What's up, YouTube peeps out there in YouTube land? You already know this is your girl Burnett Perkins, and I'm coming back with a reaction video. You guys make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure y'all subscribe to Just in Reaction. Yes, you heard me. She's going to be speaking on Boss Queen and this fire situation going on, and I already went and listened to it. So I'm going to let it play out, but I am going to pause and speak my opinion, how I feel about it, and what I have to say on it. So again, make sure y'all go and support this channel here. Let's get her to that 1K. She didn't ask me to do this. She don't know me, and I don't know her, but I just want to touch base on this story here and see what she have to say about it. So let's get to the video.
I'm going to be as gentle as possible as I'm talking about Queen Boss Davis, right? Because she went through a lot. But I wish someone had told her to stay off social media talking about the events directly after the fire, her behavior after the fire, everything. I wish she had stayed off social media. And just saying clearly, I'm not saying this lady did anything because I was not there. But based on what I've been looking at on the social media platform, I wish somebody had told her to get off the social media platform in regards to these events, all right? Because, yes, she is right. And a lot of things she said when somebody's, I guess she said somebody's calling the insurance company or whatever, and she's right about them paying out. She's also right about the response to the fire by law enforcement. Right now, let's make it very clear. In many situations, if there is a fire where there is.
Okay, before I go any farther with this video, number one, I want to say this. Now, Boss Queen stated someone called in to the insurance company on her. My thing about this, my take on this, and y'all drop your comments and tell me what you think about it. In order for someone to call the insurance company, wouldn't they have to know the insurance name? Unless she told what insurance company she's dealing with. That's number one. She ran her mouth on her platform, giving out the name of the insurance company. And we know she does that at times, run her mouth too much because she be intoxicated, you know. And also, number two, was it a family member that called in on her? What do y'all think? Did she blur it out on her platform? I'm with State Farm. I'm just saying, you guys, you know. I'm with State Farm Insurance Company. This is who I have my insurance with on my house. You know, did she blur it out? What do y'all think? Or did a family member tell it? Let's get to the video.
Is lost a life. Yes, law enforcement, fire marshal will ask law enforcement to secure the scene. I didn't see that happening because they would normally tape it off and during the investigation, because they will let nobody in that fire, they will let nobody on that scene. Nobody goes in on that scene, especially if there's a loss of life. I'm not sure about animal life, but human life, that scene is secure while the investigation is done. Nobody's allowed back on the scene. You'll see a fire. You'll also see a yellow tape going around, and officers remain on the scene until released by the fire marshal and investigations. I can say that with all certainty because I have responded to fires to secure scenes for the fire marshals while they do their investigations. I'll give an example. One of the worst fires I ever responded to was when a grandmother and 7 of her grandkids died in a fire.
You guys, I'm going to go farther on this here because, like I said, I heard the video already. I listened to it before I even react on it. I don't want to hear about the grandmother and her 7 kids. Me personally, I don't want to hear it. So I'm going to go up a little farther on the video and hope that I bypassed it.
Part of the fire, and the way the fire initiated, how it was determined by how the fire was initiated by the stove at the hottest area. And so she was determined to may have been
Still talking about it. I'm going to go a little bit more.
Stove at the hottest area with the gas stove. Now, and it was determined that, the grandchild who actually, who died in the fire, or everybody, or something may have happened in that nature. Now, the difference with Boss Queen is that the technology is much different. We now have a cell phone where we're documenting everything. Right? Now, the reason I said I wish Boss Queen would have never got on those videos during that time, because they watch timelines now. They can see your interaction, what's going on, your attempts, everything. Even though the fire marshal may not see anything to determine the cause of fire, the fire investigations, because it's not present. I only got what looks, it's an accident. It appears to be an accident. That's what it looks like. That's what they got. They got her story, what she was told was being done, and they got, the fire. But now, that's all. That's all they had. No way to determine if it was arson or not, because they have nothing other than her story and the fire. Now, what could be an issue is all the things she did on the video prior to the fire, during the...
Okay, you guys, now, excuse me. That's my output on that. She lied. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you guys, how I feel about it. And I'm going to say this here before I go deep into my opinion. If you're a bodacious supporter and you over here, you might not like what I'm going to say or Justin React, just like just another piece, Justin React, you're on the wrong channel, because this is our opinion, how we feel about it. So I'm going to put that out there. Now, in my opinion, a legend, I feel as if Bodacious told lies. She's telling one lie and another lie to cover that lie, and then the third lie to cover the first and the second lie. Okay, my opinion, right? She told Red Cross in that motel that it was the air fryer. But if you go back and watch her live, don't go to no one else's channel. Go back to her live if she haven't took it down. And if she did take it down, there's a couple more YouTube channels you can go to and look at it and see for yourself, because a lot of people screen record it, right? So you can hear the gas stove in the back when she went to go light her cigarette. Not a cigarette, a cigarette. It went click, 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 click. You can hear that in the background, right? You didn't hear no air fryer going at all. And you guys know for yourself that when you turn that air fryer on, you can hear it, because it makes noise. It's not a loud noise, but it lets you know it's on, that you're using it. Did not hear no air fryer, because you're going to hear the fan spinning on the air fryer. Am I right or I'm wrong? We can agree and we can disagree, and I'm not going to get upset about your opinion, but be respectful about it. So, she said it was the air fryer. I didn't hear air fryer, and I went back and I listened and I listened and I listened. Okay? Now I'm going to let this lady continue on her story, and I'm going to stop and I'm going to tell my opinion, how I feel about it. But you guys, I'm sorry, I did not hear air fryer in the background. Okay? I heard the stove, click, click, click. No air fryer. Let's get to the video.
Prior to the fire, her actions during the time she discovered the fire and her actions after the fire. And everything she has been saying on video, even to the extent of talking to the Red Cross people. My concerns really was when she started talking to the Red Cross people, and then she gave two different stories at that same moment. And I'm like, damn. And she could be confused. She could be confused, guys. She could be confused. But her stories that she told the Red Cross people and to what we saw was totally different. Right? If you look into the story, she told two different stories from what we saw what happening in the video. Not good. Not good. And the other things they're watching is everything after that fire. So yes, the fire marshals may not determine that they can just say they don't have anything to determine that fire was not an accident. It all was determined right there and then because it appears to be an accident. Now it's what she's saying and her interactions. Now, that's where the insurance company gets involved and may have a problem. All right? That's when, because they didn't have that information prior. They didn't have any information. Now they got social media information. That's where she's maybe messing herself up. Because the things that she is saying and then her action prior to, during the incident, prior to the incident, and outside of the house, what she was saying, talking about everything the insurance company. That's the insurance company part, right? That's the insurance company part. That's where they can determine whether or not her actions indicate anything else. Because at that point in time, they only know what they know at the scene, which appears to be an accident, and that's true. It's an accident. It's everything that she's doing now indicate an accident. After the fire, let me give you an example. After the fire, Boss Queen stayed on live looking in the camera as she was talking. Who does that? Boss Queen stayed on live looking into the camera and had the camera on her the entire time as she is talking to Red Cross and anybody else. She has never left the camera. She's never left she has been on this is what I'm saying. If they know these videos exist, that could be a problem. And it may not be a problem. It could be, oh, she's confused, she has these issues. This could be a lot. But a lot can be said, a lot can be indicated. The timelines, the things she did, everything she did after discovering that there was a fire can be taken into consideration. Everything she did. Doesn't have to be now law enforcement. This is now insurance. This is nothing but illegal now because they determined it was an accident. The insurance company's now looking at your behavior, your people you interacted with, the people you're doing. What were you doing? All right. Yes, she is right. She can fall asleep smoking a cigarette. She could have been drunk. She has insurance. But what they look for is your behavior, your actions prior to and after. People you talk to, things that the fire marshal don't know about, things that the police officer didn't not know about. They don't know that you have these videos out here. That was my concern. I wish somebody had told her to shut the videos down. I'm not trying to tell her to commit fraud. I'm not encouraging that. But everything that she has done and said, in my opinion, could make the insurance companies, all the fire department, fire marshals, take a second look. Could make them take a second look. And that's in my opinion. Because I was like, oh no. Definitely when she started talking to the Red Cross people and the things that she said. And it's like, wow, wait a minute. Do you realize you just told two different stories that does not match anything with that video that we saw in the video prior to the fire? And your actions during that time does not match what you're saying to the Red Cross people? Again, could it be confusion? Yeah, she's an older lady. She may have been drinking. So there are things that can be confusing to her. What could have happened and what could have not happened. That's why you get off the social media and you shut the cameras down and you handle your business. That's all I'm saying. That's how I'm breaking this down. Get off. You don't have to have all your business on these social media platforms. And she never stopped looking into the camera. She never stopped looking. Immediately after the fire, we see her talking to Red Cross. We see her looking into the camera the entire time. They look at behavior. And everybody, oh, no, no. People, when you see things, you have to understand. When you see things on these platforms, more people pay attention for nefarious reasons, or people just curious, like myself. I have a curious nature because of my background, and I look a little harder. And my only thing to Boss Queen, I wish you hadn't did these videos. I wish you had shut your camera down, because really, if they really was interested, and I pray things work out for you. But people, there's some mean people out here, and yeah, because I believe they're calling her house, and yeah, I believe these people are doing things. That's why I wanted to put this video, say this early on, but I did not want to, you know, uh, add to her situation at all. I wanted to come out and say, man, tell her. But I know how people are. I wanted to watch. But when she said something this morning, indicating her nephew may have started the fire by setting, I'm like, where'd that come from? But by doing the French fries and stuff, is this too much information? Too much talking about your business? You're going to make them take a second look.
Okay, now see, this is something new to me. The nephew was in there cooking. I didn't see her nephew nowhere in her video when she was live. When I went back and looked at it, I didn't see no nephew or niece or brother or sister or cousin. Nobody. Her, Hazel, and Toby. That was it, and that was all. You didn't see a child in that video. You didn't see a child come in that room. It was just her alone in that bedroom, in that recliner, going live. Probably talking about Miss Cece. Is no telling. Oh, my. It's getting thicker and thicker. Let's finish the video.
If they want to, if they're really interested, you're going to make them take a second look at you if you don't stop. The investigation doesn't end because the fire marshal released the scene. The insurance company does their own investigations. They only had what they had at that scene. But now they're based on what you do now, because they didn't have they got social media platforms now, people talking. They didn't have anything. All they knew it was an accident. But now they got what you're doing prior to this, what were you doing right after this, who you're talking to, what you're saying. That's what they look at now. That's why the investigation doesn't have to end right at the moment that the marshals, fire department investigations release the scene. Now, people say things, people brag, people talk about shit, and then it gets back to the insurance company. Now they take a second look.
And then I got an email saying that a legend, oh man, I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. Yolanda is behind a lot of this calling. You know? That's what I got an email saying Yolanda has something to do with it. Yolanda knows someone that that works at a motel that she's living in. Let me make it clear. Listen to me clearly, y'all. Yolanda knows someone that works at a motel company, the branch of the hotel that Queen Boss staying. Not the same exact motel, but she worked for a company at a different place, a different city, a different town. So this is how it linked out what motel Queen Boss was staying at, and this is how she getting all these phone calls from Yolanda. I'm not for sure, and I hope not. I hope not. But looking at Yolanda's rap sheet from last year, how she just bashed Queen, it looks suspect. Not the fire, the phone calls, okay? Not the fire, the phone calls. Because Yolanda been going, go hard. Crew been going in hard on Queen. But this is what the information I got, and I cannot, tell who gave it to me because it's between her and I. I can just tell what was said, but I would not tell the person that giving me information.
That's all I'm saying. Didn't say this lady did anything wrong, but her videos can cause the insurance companies or people to take a second look by the things that she is saying and doing. Her behavior, right before the incident and right after. That's all I'm saying. And there's some mean people out there. Y'all, don't do that. Y'all, don't do that. I wish, if anything, somebody had just said, get off social media. Get off.
But you know what though, and I hear Justin reaction. People can tell her to get off, social media. Her mother can tell her to get off. But Queen Boss ain't gonna listen. She already stated that she's grown. She's 62 years old, 63 or 67. She's in her 60s. 60s. That lady's not gonna listen. She loves social media. She have to vent, and this her way of venting on social media to her supporters. That lady's gonna tell every dang on blasting thing that going on with this insurance situation, because I hope that she be blessed to receive something to start all over again, to build a better home for herself, because she just gonna get on here and brag about it anyway. It is what it is. She's gonna get on here, she's gonna talk about it. It's a different when you get on here and talk about it and saying, hey, I'm blessed, look what God did for me, I'm highly favored, but she's gonna get on here and turn it a totally different way and throw it up in people's face. That's it, and that's all. That's just what she's going to do, is throw it up in someone's face. Let's finish this video.
Social media. Turn it off. Handle your business. Handle your business. I've said it many times, guys, but, we do what we do. We all adults.
That's right.
We all adults here. But I wish the best for Queen Boss. But it's time to stop talking about what you're doing. You told everybody your business. You gave out your phone number. Then you got on here. I know you wanted to probably give the company some exposure. This is not the time and the play. You know how people are. Mm-hmm. You know how they are. You're putting your business out there, and and you can't get mad when you do things on these social media platforms that does not need to be on it. Yes, and that's the true facts. And I'm just laying out to you guys, but my eyes, I'm like, oh man, that's not good. That's not good. Mm-hmm. And like I said, just because the marshals, the fire marshal released the scene, the fire investigation released the scene, the insurance company also do the investigation, and they do things, after listening. They go to the scene, they're good, they can look, okay, but they don't know what you were doing exactly. They don't know what you were doing exactly after, prior, and what you're saying to people, your interactions with people. They don't know none of that. Now, they may know now because of the videos and people calling them, and they may not do anything. They may say, okay, she's an older lady. She got flustered, but it don't look good. Be quiet. Sit back. Enjoy your life. Let this part go. Stop talking all your business and addressing all this stuff about the fire.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to end my video. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to my channel. Hit like, comment, and the notification bell so you know when I'm posting a video. Also, do not forget to go and subscribe to this channel as well. And you guys, that's it and that's all on this Queen Ball situation. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. And she didn't ask me. I just decided to do it on my own. And I hope she don't get upset about the situation. So I want to say live, love, laugh, laugh, love, live, peace, love, and hair grease, and all that good stuff. And y'all have a great day. And I'm out of here.